These are the 25 wildest moments in NBA history. And to kick us off, watch Jordan Poole's confidence go from 100 to 0.
Jordan Poole to the baseline.
Nope.
Tried to scoop it up, and Asar Thompson came from nowhere.
Dang, bro thought he was playing against the Shanghai Sharks. But at number 24, pay close attention to Steph Curry. He's about to run over 200 feet in a single play.
What Steph Curry does on a nightly basis, you've got to be in fantastic shape. And on this possession alone, he's going to cover about 200 feet. Misses the three here, and again, this was the one we were talking about. Doesn't get the kick out, but just relocates, and the ball eventually finds energy. And Steph Curry is full of energy.
Sheesh, I'm getting exhausted just watching my man. On the other hand, LeBron is about to smoke the easiest bucket of his career.
For Eason, taken by LeBron. Here he comes. LeBron James all the way. Gets fouled. No basket. He tried to make that spectacular reversal.
A smoke break mid-game? That's crazy. But not as crazy as what's still to come. First, we got to talk about my man Draymond, because my man is always trying to stir trouble. From punching Jordan Poole in the offseason to kicking Steve Adams growing and trying to steal LeBron's manhood, there's no telling what he's up to next. In other words, it wouldn't be long until the league's biggest instigator started to beef this season. Within minutes of the Warriors-Timberwolves matchup, Klay Thompson and Jaden McDaniels got into a heated exchange. So naturally, Draymond decided to stick up for his teammate. Only he nearly ended Rudy Gobert's life in the process.
Edwards, little crossover, pull up. That won't fall.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
Whoa, Draymond has got Gobert in a chokehold. This is ridiculous.
Yo, someone remind Draymond his kids are watching. In which case, I can't say the same about DeMar DeRozan. His team may not be very good, but he's making the best of the situation. How many 34-year-olds you know can do this?
By Lopez, DeRozan gets it back, spins, passes, White, three, good! Hot shot! Good effort by the Bulls that time. Good pass.
The last time I saw a Bulls player do that, I was watching a prime Derrick Rose. However, let's transition from a 200 IQ play to the smartest play in Knicks history.
Incredible to believe. We'll get to him in a minute. White threw it off Holiday, got it back, and puts it in. What a play! He knew he was going to get called for a travel, threw it off the back of the defender, and then...
Hold up, are my eyes deceiving me? Or did Josh Hart embarrass one of the best defenders in the league? All right, the plays have been getting pretty wild, but our 19th moment is one of the wildest of them all. But to get there, we need to rewind the clocks a few years. See, it was the 2018 playoffs, aka LeBron's final year on the Cavs. And unlike the previous 3 years, there would be no Kyrie Irving to help him. Instead, he was all by himself. Dealt with the task of beating Oladipo's Pacers in the first round of the playoffs, and worse yet, the Cavs found themselves in a vulnerable position. With the series tied 2 games apiece, the Pacers were 10 seconds away from stealing a game in Cleveland. The score was tied 95-95, and Victor Oladipo had the opportunity to put the Cavs to bed. That's when LeBron decided to wake up.
5 to shoot. Oladipo makes his move, drives to the rim. Oh, it's blocked by James! The denial by LeBron James. And the Cavaliers will have possession with 3 seconds to go. And with 3 seconds left, Cleveland triggers in. James, 2 seconds, 1 second for the win. Oh! LeBron James delivers. 44 for number 23. The Cavaliers take a 3-2 lead in the series. What a moment.
First the block, then the game-winning 3? Bro just put Ohio back on the map. Not gonna lie, that last moment was hard. But this next moment, well, I'm gonna let you find out for yourselves. Let's just say, sometimes silence is a man's best friend.
Oh my goodness. Jordan Clarkson almost came in my lap.
Wow, I only got 5 words for you. Michael Scott would be proud. Meanwhile, I only have 1 word for our 17th moment. Stupid! Because imagine winning a coach's challenge so badly that you force your team to play 4 versus 5.
Now Barnes to Pascal to Schroeder. Raptors struggling from 3, batted away by Washington. It's Toronto basketball. And
Kuzma, Raptors want to hurry up and get it in. Kuzma wanted a coach's challenge. It's 5-on-4.
I call this unusual, but the Wizards have practically been playing 4 versus 5 this entire season. But maybe I'm being a little bit harsh. But not according to Chris Paul. He's sick and tired of Scott Foster's antics. He has a dismal 2-17 record in playoff games that Foster is officiating. Surely that can't be a coincidence. So eventually, CP3 decided enough is enough. He was going to tell Foster how he really felt.
And now Steph Curry grabs Chris Paul to hold him back from going back at Scott Foster.
Yeah, it appears their beef goes much deeper than winning and losing. It's personal.
It's personal. Yeah, we had a situation some years ago, and it's personal. You know what I mean? Like, the league know, everybody know, it's been a meeting and all that, and it's just a situation with my son, and so it's...
When family's involved, that's how you know it's too much. Similarly, I would also call 2010 LeBron James too much. That offseason, he made one of the biggest decisions of his life. After spending the first 7 seasons with the Cavaliers, he had a tough decision on his hands. He could either A, stay loyal to the Cleveland Cavaliers, or B, betray them on national television.
The answer to the question everybody wants to know. LeBron, what's your decision?
In this fall, man, it's very tough. And this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat.
Yeah, this was not a good day for the city of Cleveland. Jerseys were burned, fans were lost, and most importantly, hearts were broken. Yet, hearts aren't the only things getting broken, because Dwight Howard broke something that almost sent the league into a frenzy.
To be the help guy on any penetration.
Courtney Lee not able to hit, but Dwight Howard is right there.
He just pulled down the shot clock. Just what we need here is a delay. Cleveland hasn't played in 8 full days. The last thing they want is a delay here with Dwight Howard pulling down.
Breaking the backboard is one thing, but I ain't never seen Shaq do that. Speaking of Shaq, this moment is all about the diesel, because nearly 25 years ago, he stole another man's dignity. Trust me, it wasn't pretty.
Against Dudley, nice move. Shaquille O'Neal was so powerful on that move that Dudley does not even foul, and he just got overpowered.
When you throw a ball at your opponent, that's how you know you're helpless. But Joel Embiid also must be helpless, because 1 second, he was shooting free throws at the stripe, and the next second, his identity was overtaken by a little kid.
Already, but he had...
Is it just me, or is Joel Embiid having flashbacks of Ben Simmons? Either way, I'm starting to understand why Ben Simmons spends so much time on the sidelines injured. I mean, this Lakers fan can't even shoot a half-court shot without getting injured.
You had the distance. You had the distance. Anthony, come back, Anthony. Uh-oh.
In a matter of seconds, this fan went from having one of the best days of his life to one of the worst days. But now, a fan getting injured won't cut it anymore. We've reached the 10 wildest moments in NBA history, which means the stakes have been raised. And there's no better way to raise the stakes than talking about the Golden State Warriors. Last season, they did something unprecedented. But rather than letting Steph Curry cook, Al Horford tried to recover defensively. Big mistake. He got called for a flagrant foul, allowing the Warriors to score points and receive an extra possession. But don't just take my word for it. Take a look for yourself.
Curry, long three-pointer. It's good, and the foul! Steph Curry with a chance for a 4-point play. Curry doesn't need the 2 free throws, just the 1. So now it's a 4-point play, and they get possession. Drives on Horford, spins up and under. Porter launches a contested shot, it's good!
Sheesh, I'm feeling inspired. But if you really want to feel inspired, go back to November 26, 2023, and watch the game between the Trailblazers and the Milwaukee Bucks. After all, the Trailblazers got out to a commanding 26-point lead, but that didn't matter to Milwaukee. They never wavered, and because of that lead, slowly started to vanish. Play after play, bucket after bucket. This team has not gone down without a fight, and that's when the unthinkable happened.
Right back to Damian Lillard. Goes off the screen from Giannis. Brogdon defending. Steps it back. Short. Dame gets his own miss. Giannis. There's Bobby. Giannis tips it in. Giannis has the game. A go-ahead bucket.
Let's think about this for a second. The Trailblazers led by 26 points in the second half, just to see it fall apart in front of their own eyes? I'm not sure if that's more of a collapse or just the Giannis Dame effect. Speaking of which, the Warriors also blew a major lead this season. They were beating the Kings by 24 points, only for Malik Monk to turn into the second coming of Michael Jordan.
Herder, extra pass, Monk now, sidestep, three-pointer, it's good! The lead here, Wiggins with 5 fouls. Monk drives on it, Monk hangs, and he scores! What a basket! Malik Monk gives the Kings the lead.
78 seasons in, the NBA is only getting better and better. That said, it doesn't get much better than Kobe Bryant. He played 20 NBA seasons and captivated the NBA world for years. Yet he couldn't keep up forever, and headed into the 2015-2016 season, fans knew it would be their last. Fortunately for us, Kobe had one more playing up his sleeve. He was going to make his final NBA games one for the ages. Remember the date, April 13th, 2016. That was the day the Black Mamba scored 60 points against the Utah Jazz.
Kobe. Oh, gets it too. Oh, look at Kobe. Give me the ball. Feeling it. Firing. Oh, got them all. Kobe baseline over Neto has 32. Huertas is seeking Kobe for three. Yes. Hits another three. The Lakers down one. Will Kobe give them one last gamer? Bryant on the move with the jumper. Oh my! 58 points. 60.
Man, I miss Kobe. That dude was an inspiration to us all. But up next, it's time to talk about nostalgia. Because remember this picture in 2010? Yeah, this photo is one of the most iconic pictures ever. It's the perfect picture to sum up LeBron's tenure with the Miami Heat. 4 finals appearances in 4 seasons. That said, it's been almost 13 years since the infamous photo was taken. So Jalen Suggs thought, let's do it again.
He's got Anthony. Oh, the one-handed dunk. That brings the crowd to its feet.
First, we saw A.J. Brown and Devontae recreate the celebration in the NFL this year. Now we watch Suggs recreate it in the NBA. It's official. This photo has etched its place in the history books. This leaves us with just 5 plays remaining. But before we enter our top 3, it's time that I show you Devin Booker, because we're not even 2 months into the 23-24 NBA season, and he already made an insane game winner.
Back to Booker. Booker on the drive. Booker puts up a 3. Oh, he puts it in with 1.7 remaining. Devin Booker with the clutch 3.
KD's reaction says it all. This man is special. All that to say, few moments are more special than this next round. It was Game 6 of the 2013 NBA Finals. The Spurs led by 3, and they had the series lead. Means they were seconds away from becoming world champions. However, Ray Allen wasn't ready to give up yet. He was 37 years old, and his career was winding to an end. This could be his last opportunity to win a championship before hanging up his high tops. And if Allen had learned anything from his illustrious career, it's to always be ready.
The basket. James catches, puts up a 3. Won't go. Rebound Bosh. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang! Tie game with 5 seconds remaining. Spurs do not have a timeout.
Wow, this could have been any of us. Any of us could have been in that corner. But there's a reason why Ray Allen was in that spot, and the rest of us weren't. But to truly get wild, we need to revisit one of the NBA's biggest rivalries, the Celtics versus the Sixers. Because this past season, fans were treated to one of the craziest finishes you'll ever see. It's crazy to think that the fate of 2 franchises could come down to a fraction of a second.
Bounce pass Tatum. Tatum puts up a 3. Bang! Jason Tatum from downtown. 1.3 remaining. No timeouts left for Philadelphia. Oh! Oh! No, they say no good. Came after the buzzer, and the Celtics win a thriller.
Time will tell if the Sixers can get their revenge this season, yet that has nothing to do with our next ending. See, in 2021, OKC found themselves needing a miracle. With 4.5 seconds remaining, only a game-tying 3 could save them now. Lucky for them, they had SGL on their side.
And they do. He got it. He fouled him. Garrett Temple tried to foul him. 1.4 to play, out of timeouts.
But if you learned anything from the NBA, it's all about expecting the unexpected. After all, there were still 1.4 seconds on the clock. Turns out that was 1.4 seconds too much.
Give Shai Gilgeous-Alexander credit as Devontae sends it. Oh! Gets it! The game winner!
Oh, wow!
Devontae Graham stuns him in Oklahoma City.
Just how you drew it up.
Devontae Graham, how do you do? Something tells me he's doing pretty good, but not as good as Tracy McGrady. See, in 2004, the San Antonio Spurs thought they had the game in the bag, and rightfully so. There were only 35 seconds left in the game, and the score read 76-68. In other words, there was virtually no way the Rockets could win this game. To pull this one off, they would need a superhuman. Turns out, they already had a superhuman. His name, Tracy I Never Miss McGrady. And true to his newfound nickname, Bro didn't miss.
Here's McGrady for 3. And the Spurs now lead by 7. Rockets looking for a quick shot. Bowen is all over McGrady. Foul is picked up. A potential 4-point play. Tracy McGrady.
It's now a one-possession game. Amazing.
McGrady finally gets it in to McGrady. McGrady overpulling for three. Yes! Yes! Tracy McGrady. Trying to make things difficult for Brent Barry. Gets it in. Kevin Brown lost it. Here comes McGrady. No timeouts remaining. McGrady for the win. Yeah! 1.7 to go.
My, oh my. If there was one clip that encaptures having ice in your veins, I think I just found it. And if you ask me, it doesn't get wilder than that. Well, unless you clip the video on the screen. So hop on the bandwagon and check it out. I'll see you there.